We often heard that after every storm, there'll be a calm. After every dark night, there'll be a sunrise. And after every bad that has happened, there'll be a good. But how often do we believe it? Life is a constant graph of ups and downs, and every day you wake up, you have a thought of, or you plan of what to do in your day ahead, and then out of somewhere, some contingencies arise, and the plan doesn't work out that way. Suppose maybe you would have planned to go on a trip with your spouse tomorrow, and when tomorrow morning, when all the things were ready, when everything that was planned, the flight tickets were booked, and everything was done and dusted, all of a sudden, there's some family emergency. So, like me, who is a person who likes stability, who likes planning in life, who hates being spontaneous, or who doesn't know how to react in the sudden emergency situations, would you frustrate out or like be angry, irritated, or would you leave everything to a halt and look out to the problem? We all know, we all have heard, and we all have witnessed our forefathers or our grandfathers or grandmothers succumbing to death one day. Like, one day they are lively with us, but we although keep on ignoring them. And then death takes upon them, and sorrow fills in our heart. And when you know that the end or the conclusion to your present is death, then what are we working for? Isn't life in itself a dilemma? If you are rich, you are looking for love. If you have love, then you are looking for money. And if you have both, but maybe you do not have somebody to pass on your legacy to, maybe you do not have a baby who can, just pick your fortune and pick your love and pick your lessons, then whom are you going to give all of the things that you have made? Today morning, I was speaking to my mother on a phone call, and I just started questioning her that, Mama, you have always been guiding me that you need to follow your dreams, that financial freedom is a big, big thing. But in spite of having financial freedom, you would also require love. And also, at the same time, at the end of the day, at the back of my mind, I have always been guided to keep God in my mind, to spare some particular time for Him, to dedicate a portion of those 24 hours for Him, and still keep going. So my mind is always into this battlefield, is always into this struggle. That if at the end of the day I know that God is the answer for all the things, and God is always going to have my back, and God is the ultimate solution to all the problems, then why do I have to get up every morning and go to my workplace, earn money, see people, face sufferings, and then at the end of the day come again back home and look for the answers to the questions that I have encountered in my life today and reach out to God? When will all this struggle come to an end, and when will all the things or all the chaos that is there in a human mind will find a a shore, and will find a proper destination, a proper halt? And then, in the sweetest voice of yours, in the loveliest voice of yours, you just told me that in spite of God being the ultimate end of every human life, there is something called karma that you need to, fulfill. Going through all the stages of life, going through all the religions, all the mysticism that exists in the world, to all the theories related to life, death, and God, and religion, and everything, the only anchor that keeps you intact, that blesses you with immense strength, with hope, with inspiration to fight with everything that keeps on going in your life, or that every suffering that comes into your life to teach you some lessons, to channel those lessons into a betterment for the mankind. If you leave that anchor in your life, the storm can really swept away you like a baby who has just not been born and witnesses death. So no matter what happens to you, no matter what dilemmas are there in your life, if you have your anchor intact in you, even if the ultimate goal is clear, you would still have to wake up every day, fulfill your karmas, fulfill the deeds that have been assigned to you to come into this life, and radiate your inner guidance to show a path to other humans who have been suffering. Accept your fate. And in spite of asking for all the wishes and miracles and all the desires that you have been manifesting to be fulfilled and all the things, just tune into yourself, tune into your intuition, and ask the universe to bless you with strength. And with my own personal experiences, I can make sure, I can guarantee you that that strength that will hold your heart, that will be there in your heart, would bless you with all the opportunities that lie there in future ahead of you, and pave a path that you would have never ever thought will be yours. So surrender to him. At the back of the mind, always know that you are not here forever. This is a journey and it will come to an end. But at the same time, do not forget that the lessons that you have to learn and the lessons that you have to pass to other souls will be fulfilled, no matter what amount of suffering you need to go through, or no matter how many circles your life have to take in to form a complete full circle. Thank you if you have been watching this video. Subscribe me and keep coming back if you are also curious about some questions of life, and if you are also looking out for some hidden mysteries of life. Until then, take care and keep collecting those lessons and help other people around.